Chelsea versus Leicester FA Cup final. Yes, you heard it there. First chance to get our hands on some silverware. Chelsea versus Leicester. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View. Guys, if I told you in January Chelsea would have 2 cup finals that we're looking forward to, you'd call me a liar. Every single one of you would call me a liar. But this is the first of 4 finals. Chelsea have 4 finals to look for. Yes, 4. 2 Premier League games to secure Champions League football, 1 to win the Champions League, and tomorrow's final against Leicester City in the FA Cup. Let's get into it. But before we get started, the main thing you guys can do to help this channel grow, because you guys have been doing it and it's been fantastic, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below, do you think we can win this game? I personally think we can, and we can make it comfortable because we are a good enough team where we can exploit Leicester's frailty. In this video today, we are going to cover 3 main aspects. Number 1, we're going to cover the press conference from Thomas Tuchel. He leaks some early, delicious team news that all of us are going to like, especially you Hakim Ziyech fans. Number 2, my score prediction and how I think the game's going to pan out. Number 3, the lineup that I think is going to bring that beautiful trophy home. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Right out of the back, I can confirm to you guys 3 players that are definitely going to be starting the game tomorrow. Kepa in goal. Kante. Tuchel spoke about him openly and said that they decided to rest him prior to the fact that he had a little niggle, but everything's fine and he expects him to finish the game tomorrow. So Kante is looking to play 90 minutes. And last but not least, Hakim Ziyech, who was rested, and after the post-match, Tuchel made a very interesting statement. Tuchel spoke about the fact that he did not appreciate the intensity from the team and he wanted to make sure that this intensity would continue, and Hakim's one of them in my idea. This is why he was rested against Arsenal. Later to the more news, injury news here to cover for you guys. Christensen is back in full training, in contention to start the game. Then Mateo Kovacic, fully fit, and he speaks about Mateo Kovacic in great detail, where he articulates in a nice fashion that he is a phenomenal player. He has experience, he has the ability to be a player, he has the ability for the big occasions, and he is a great option to have, and Chelsea really lacked it in recent weeks. They were segregated only to having Kante and Jorginho. Billy came in, he made a good emphasis, but he's still young and it wasn't fair to put so much pressure on this youngster's head and shoulders. This might explain why Callum Hudson-Odoi has not been playing, renowned for this week. Thomas Tuchel openly said, right, he is still hungover about the game against Arsenal. Big man, so am I. You're not the only one that's frustrated, because I'm just as frustrated. When you think about that game, it wasn't the prettiest, it wasn't nice, but we should have won it. There were so many opportunities, and we're not going to get into it again. I'm just getting PTSD from that, so we're not going to move into that. But he openly said that he can't think about the final too much because he's still trying to error out the ways of what happened during that game. And I really like that, because he means he's lingering on it to make sure it doesn't happen in the near future again. The interesting aspect is that Kepa is going to be starting, but he openly reiterates once again that our number 1 goalkeeper is Edu. And Edu is a super good goalkeeper, but he also states that Kepa is a great keeper and deserves respect and deserves to be playing. So for me, it's very interesting to how he's sharing the workload out between the two. I personally don't feel comfortable with it, but evidently Tuchel does, so in Tuchel we trust. One interesting aspect about the final against the opposition of Leicester City is that we're playing Leicester City again on Tuesday. So the fact that we're playing them on Saturday and then Tuesday, it means this is 2 massive games and they're both must win. Tuchel openly states that he doesn't believe that there will be any advantage for the winner that wins yesterday, apart from just good motivation and good morale boosting performance. He's super excited to play against such an intenseful team, and personally I agree with it. It's a must-win game and we need to win both the games to get Champions League football. Big man, I don't want to be watching football on Thursday night. Like, I don't want to be obliged, is my name Arsenal? No, we don't watch that. We don't do that. And finally, the Champions League final has been confirmed to be moved to where? Portugal. Porto. The game's going to be in my favourite stadium by the name, called the Dragão. I love it. It reminds me of Beyblade. It's a fantastic stadium and it looks like an absolute dish. It's blue. It's fantastic. We're just destined to win that final, aren't we? But all jokes aside, the final's going to be in Portugal. A lot of the decisions were made due to the fact that UEFA and the executives could not attend without having to quarantine for 10 days. Hence, the UEFA decided it was smart just to do it in Portugal. And a lot of people have got an issue. They're like, why didn't we just have it in Wembley? Listen, why are we going to say, remember that day at Wembley? Nah, bruv, we've had many. I want to say, do you remember that time where we smashed Manchester City in the Dragoon? How wavy does that sound? On a level, come on guys. It's going to be in Portugal. Good weather, good vibes, good nightlife. Luston is a lit club. They're going to have a great time when they go out. So let's get into the rest of the video. Finally, now we're going to get into the score prediction. The score prediction is very interesting, right? I think Chelsea are going to win, but I don't know how we're going to. All likelihood is I think we're going to keep a clean sheet, because the way we play, we're going to have to suffocate them. I don't want to get for a tit for tat with Jamie Vardy. I'm not on it. I'm really not. But I think we're going to win. I think Timo Werner, surprisingly, is going to be the one that comes up clutch. I think there are a lot of characters. Jorginho is going to have to make amends for what happened. We won't see Kurt Zouma. I think Antonio Rudiger will be back. But later into the team, I think it's going to be a good battle. 2-3-5-2 different teams where there's going to be 3 at the back. Midfield's going to be compact. It's going to be a great game. You all should be excited, because I am, Lord knows. Alright, so as you can see over here on the left-hand side, we've got the beautiful pitch up. This is not the Wembley turf, but it will be the Wembley turf. So, in goal, we're going for the one and only Kepa Balaga. That's confirmed. Look, for one game, get your agendas in the bin. Wrap it up and dash it in the bin and shout Kobe while you're at it, because we can't have any agendas. We need to be believing in Kepa. We have not been scarred recently, so let's trust it. A back 3 is going to be simple in my opinion. The back 3 we're going to go for, I think it's Cesar Azpilicueta at the right centre-back. In the middle, Thiago Silva and his wife will be Instagram living the whole game, chatting nonsense, but we love her really. And at left centre-back, we're going to have the one and the only Antonio Rudiger. It's not surprising that the only games that we've lost this year is when Rudiger's not played since Tuchel's come in, which is a madness if you actually think about it. I was moaning and bitching about him for years. All of a sudden, he's one of my favourite players. Shows what a good manager can do. Left wing back is going to be Ben Chilwell with his stupid haircut, fixing it every 30 seconds. He's going to be playing there, supplying the width, being attacking, being positive, and I think he's going to play there. Right wing back is going to be the one and only Reece James. Beast mode, Hulk in his finest, is going to be playing for Chelsea. No way are we going to get bullied by whoever, Iosi Perez, because our boy's going to deal with it. The midfield too, this is where I think we're going to have a lot of control, and I think we can be better than Ndidi and Tielemans, because they're going to be absolutely fantastic. But at the end of the day, it is super important, it is imperative that N'Golo Kante and Jorginho have a great game. Jorginho needs to be out here bossing that game, because if you allow Ndidi, who normally plays against us very well, to get a grip of this game, to allow Ndidi to enforce himself, it's going to be a long night. I don't need it to be a long night. I need it to be a wavy night. I want to be partying. I want to be jumping in front of the camera, swinging my scarf around, because we won that final. So it is important that we remain calm. Calma, uspakoitis, calmito, whatever language you guys want to say it in, let's say it like that. Relax and control the game. The front 3, Money Mace, 100% starts. Big man for the big occasion at his young age. Money Mace is the one to start with. Timo Werner on the left-hand side, booting left, right, and center. He needs to be making those runs, being super assertive, super aggressive, setting the tempo. German Jamie Vardy is more efficient than the English Jamie Vardy. I guarantee this. And well, as you guys came back, Mr. Hakim Ziyech will be starting for this game. I think Hakim Ziyech's know-how in finals, Hakim Ziyech's know-how and experience is going to be important in this game. So I think this is why Hakim Ziyech will play this game, and he will give us an element of control and an element of clinical in playing the right weighted pass for Timo Werner's runs and Mason Mount's runs. But this was my team. I want to hear your team. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you out. Peace out. Bye-bye. Peace.